And then my dog died. Oh. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Mike Talksalot, and today we're going to be discussing how not to interact with an introvert. Keep in mind, if you steer clear from following any of these steps, then you're on your way to making an introvert very, very happy. Step 1. Conversation. When approaching an introvert, be sure to greet them with something simple such as hey or how are you doing. Saying something like what's up is only going to confuse them and make it to where they have no idea what to say next. But be warned, ladies and gentlemen, you must first look for the proper entrance before going up to an introvert. If an introvert is in any of the following poses, stay away.
Reading a book. Writing on a piece of paper. Some introverts may use this as a ploy to look busy, so extroverts like you don't go and bother them. Staring down at the ground. This usually implies that they are in deep thought, and would prefer not to be snapped out of it. And of course, sleeping. But I mean, let's be real here. What kind of monster wakes someone from sleeping?
But back to conversation. When talking to an introvert, make sure to stay away from the following topics. The weather.
So, how about this weather?
I don't know. Their day.
So, how was your day at school?
I don't know. And the biggest no-no of all, their social life.
Hey there, cutie, you got a girlfriend?
No. Most people might define these topics as small talk, whereas introverts define it as no! Introverts like a nice steady flow of conversation, and anything that's just going to waste their time is going to annoy the living daylights out of them. Nothing could possibly be worse for an introvert than awkward silences. Why, just take a look at this clip we found of an introvert sitting in school doing a group discussion on a book they just read.
Yes. You make very good points on the book, Jimmy. Now, tell me, Matthew, what do you think of the book?
Why?
It was good. I guess the father character was a bit, maybe, selfish at times. You know, the way he treated his family and such.
Okay, so far whenever anyone else commented on this book, the discussion continued immediately after. How come whenever I say something, the conversation doesn't continue? Hello? For the love of Pete, can somebody say something? Say something!
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That introvert right there, he's probably going to be remembering that day until he's 90. And that brings us to our next point, ladies and gentlemen. Never embarrass an introvert. They will never forget it. Now, you might possibly be wondering, but Mike, how will I ever know if I've annoyed an introvert? They never make any expressions. Well, let me break it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. There's a couple things that you should just never do to an introvert. Such as singing happy birthday to them.
La la la, this song is copyrighted, I think, or maybe it's not anymore, but I'm not gonna take any chances. La 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 la.
Putting them on the spot.
Crikey, class, we've got a new student with us today. Matthew, tell us a bit about yourself, son.
Crushing their hopes and dreams. So Mom, what'd you think of my book?
Seriously?
Or making a mistaken assumption about their personal life.
Yo, I hear you peace sitting down.
What does any of this have to do with my social life? When angry, an introvert might make a face like this. When in reality, it's probably something like this. Ah! And if you think that's bad, just try calling them on the phone. Or rather, don't. Ladies and gentlemen, texting and email was invented for a reason. It's so introverts don't have to suffer a panic attack whenever they hear their phone ringing, because idiots like you don't seem to understand that we don't want you calling us! But I'll leave you with one last point before we have to wrap the show up for tonight. And that is loyalty. You see, introverts don't just choose their friends just like that. They don't just go up to a random person and say, "Hey, wanna be my friend?" "Oh, sure, buddy." Ho, ho, ho. Introverts are very loyal to the friends they make, and often lead to the very long-lasting ones. And introverts find it very annoying whenever the friends they make assume that they don't like them anymore. Trust me, if your introvert friend didn't like you anymore, then they would have never wasted their time to become your friend in the first place. Doi! My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps that was a bit over the top. But regardless, that's about all the time we have for tonight. Be sure to tune in next week for when Oh, wait. I've just gotten a confirmation that this show has been canceled. So, well, I mean, I don't have a job anymore. What am I doing here?
Does this mean we're not getting paid? Hello? Anyone?